Hello and welcome to the Calmcast, a time to feel calm and think clearly. I'm Claire Downham, the Queen of Calm, a transformational life coach. I was a burnt out head teacher who finally made the journey to calm after years of trying, and I want to prevent you from having to do the same. The Calmcast is a series of short explorations, gently guiding you back to your natural state, which is calm and clarity. Just listen like you would listen to music, with an open mind and curiosity. There's nothing else to do. Now let's relax into today's episode. So today I'm talking about abandoning the quest for happiness. Now, it might be that the feeling that you're on a quest for isn't happiness. It might be calm, peace, tranquility, presence, whatever the feeling is. And as the Queen of Calm, I am here advocating the abandoning of the quest for calm. Believe it or not, folks. Probably should have called it that, shouldn't I? Abandoning the quest for calm. Because it's that which often I find is creating the problem. I've had a few conversations in the last few days where that has been the biggest thing that has been creating people's suffering. So it plays out a bit like this. Somebody experiences a feeling that they think they shouldn't have. And often that is because they have done a lot of work on themselves. Like they're meditating a lot, and perhaps each time they experience those feelings they don't want to experience, they meditate a little bit more. And they've, tried lots of affirmations, and they've done a mindfulness course, and they've tried lots and lots of things with this aim of attaining, I don't know, maybe they call it enlightenment, but attaining this space where they're not really feeling things, or not feeling the things that people generally don't want to feel. Anger, anxiety, stress, upset, whatever it is. So there's this, that's I feel is like a big part of what causes the issue around the quest for happiness. It is that, well, I've blinking well worked hard, and instead of swear word then, I've really worked hard at this. I've tried really hard. I've done everything the gurus told me to do. And yet still I get angry. Yet still I get anxious. And so that's what happens. So going into an experience, somebody has some feeling that they don't want to have. They get angry, they snap at their kids or their partner, or they have an anxious feeling while they're doing something that they really don't want to have an anxious feeling doing, or whatever it is. And the issue is then that the issue is then that there is absolutely no acceptance of that situation, that is not okay. There is a sense for someone that it's not okay to feel stressed, it's not okay to feel anxious, it's not okay to feel angry, it's not okay to snap, it's not okay to do these things. So then there is a piling on of a variety of different unpleasant bits of thinking and feeling around judgment and guilt and being angry with yourself, with just like head in hands kind of, how is it that even having done all this work, I'm still snapping at the kids, or I'm still not being as I think I'm supposed to be. And the other thing that's just come to mind is that often it's made worse by the fact that these people I'm talking to, they have experienced wonderful periods of calm or happiness or joy or whatever it is they're looking for. And so once they've experienced it, it looks like there's somewhere to get to, and that when they're not there, there's something wrong. So there's an experience of a feeling that somebody doesn't want to have, and then there's a piling on of guilt, of judgment, of despair, probably. You know, how am I not there yet? How is it that even after doing all this work, maybe lots of talking to coaches or other therapy or reading books or whatever it is people are doing, there are many, many different things that I'm still not able to sustain the nice feelings. And then comes the guilt and the judgment. Now, I'm not saying that it isn't a preference for me to feel calm and content. Absolutely. I would probably prefer to feel those ways. I know I kind of operate better when I'm in those places. But the issue is that it is not via judgment and guilt and feeling bad about those feelings that we don't want to have that we're going to get back to calm, because this is how the system works. And it's really simple. You are calm. Like, you can come and talk to me for an hour if you like, but I'll still be telling you at the end that you are made of calm. I don't care how crazy you think you are. I'm absolutely 100% sure whoever sits in front of me and however, they might be behaving and however they might judge themselves, I am not going to come from that place. So when somebody sits in front of me, I see their essence there. I see that they are calm at their essence, that they are wisdom at their essence, they are peace, contentment, joy, love, all of those things. So that's how you're made. Like, you are that at your essence. The thing is, you're not often connected to your essence because you think. And in any moment when we experience a feeling that we don't want to feel, it is coming from our thinking. And our thinking behaves like a layer of, you know what, over the top, a layer of poo. I'm not going to swear, but a layer of poo over the top of the diamond that you really are, of your essence. The thinking just covers it up. The thinking that you've learned, the thinking that you picked up from rubbishy things people said to you as you grew up. Don't need to think about that, but that's just how it is. That's your thinking. That's how you think, what you learned to think, and that is just how you think right now. So in any moment when we something happens and some of that old thinking gets triggered in some way, it comes into play. It's habitual, so it's been there a long time, and it kind of goes, oh, it's my turn to kind of rock up now. And then there's a horrible feeling. So there's you at the essence. There's some crappy thinking that makes you feel bad. And where do you think the judgmental, guilty, awful thinking about you shouldn't be feeling bad sits? Well, it sits over the top of all of that. So your diamond is now further buried. Your diamond is more buried. It's got more crap over the top of it than it had before. Now, what I've noticed about this in myself is that what I used to do was, oh, I want to be calm all the time, or whatever it is. Oh, I want to be motivated, or whatever it was. Now I'm not like that. And now I feel bad about not being like that. So anger's a good example. Sometimes I'm snappy. It's okay. I'm still human. I snap at my other half. Now, if I start on with the guilt and the poor Claire, and Claire shouldn't be like this, and all about me, then my capacity to say sorry to him is not as good. I'm less likely to say sorry because I'm too caught up in me and how I should be different and thinking about myself. And it takes a long time. And when I speak to my clients, that's what I find, is that they then go into quite a long period of feeling down and feeling bad about themselves. And the person who they perhaps weren't very nice to, or the situation that they could do with addressing, isn't getting sorted out because they're so absorbed in beating themselves up and feeling terrible. So that's what I've seen in myself, is that it's almost the difference between, oh my God, I shouldn't be doing that. This is awful. I'm terrible. I need to behave differently. Blah blah blah. It's the difference between that and that's still a bit of a tricky pattern for me, isn't it? Like, oh, okay, I need to, have some awareness around that, and then proceeding with my day. It's just, here I go again. And from that place of self-compassion, because we're all doing the best we can in the moment with the thinking that looks true to us. But if what I then see happening, so the next part of this is, I've had the terrible feeling. I felt awful, like, right, well, I need to go do more. I'm going to have to go sort life out more in order to make myself feel better. Or I'm going to have to change my circumstances. I'm going to have to do something to make myself feel the feeling I want to feel. I need to go meditate more. I need to go for a walk, or I need to go do something in order to try and find that feeling. But that's just more thinking as well. So now you've got the rubbishy thinking that you had to start with that created the awful feeling that you didn't want to have. And then you've got the guilty, judgmental thinking. And then you've got, oh, I need to go find it outside of me. I've got to go do something. I've got to sort myself out, which is more thinking. And underneath all of that, your essence is screaming to drink out. It's this resetting back to, like, it's not a quest for happiness or calm or anything else. It's a letting go of everything to naturally be there. And when we're on a quest to seek a feeling, we're thinking about that, and therefore are not so connected to our essence. So there's just something there to bring some awareness to, isn't there? As you go through your day, which I hope is wonderful. Lots of love. Thank you so much for listening. There's nothing to do now but bring some awareness to how this is working out in your life. Listen regularly to experience longer and longer periods of calm. This has been the Calmcast with Claire Downham, Queen of Calm. Take care and keep listening.